The only EV that's an F-150. Hello, it's review time. It's time to listen to my opinions, really. Let's get started. So, was gonna have another in-depth video this week, and then I was shown the Ford F-150 Lightning launch and decided that that was a more prominent and exciting topic to talk about. So let's talk about it. I was going to wait until later to go through all of the bigger players, but this is such a cool launch, and I want to talk through all of the things that they did so well in the transition to electric. And there are so many brands that are having such a hard time transitioning from the ICE business plan to the electric plan. And it's for many reasons. I understand that money and all of the business reasons play into it. But what they're going to face moving forward is the most difficult challenge of trying to convince their for life Ford buyers that electric is something that is going to sell well, and electric is something that you should buy, and you should buy it from us because we do it the best. I come from an automotive background. I've watched all of these companies to what I feel is present themselves as an EV company just because they were told they had to do so. And no one has really impressed me like this Ford launch has impressed me. So that's why I wanted to actually go through and talk about it, because there's just such good little things that they've done in there with the brand that it makes it all worthwhile. So I'm going to watch through it. You're only going to see parts of it. Ford is probably still going to copyright me for this, so thanks guys. It's nice to have you here. I just want to be able to do some overall commentary so you guys can see what I see when I go through and look at brands and how things are presented to people. So without further ado, let's watch the live Ford F-150 launch. Okay, per usual, we love Ford commercials. But something Ford has done such a good job with in their EV line is not exiling their original customers. Ford feels like Ford, and it will always feel like Ford. The commercials are always going to have the deep voice guy that you look for. They're always going to have some kind of work. They're always going to have a plant. They're going to have people and interest of being outside. That's their brand. And I'm so happy that they pull that over into electric. Like, that is a Ford commercial, and it's always going to be a Ford commercial. Honestly, if you line that up next to a regular Ford F-150 commercial or even a Mustang commercial, they're almost the same. And to me, that's the most important. The only thing they're tweaking here is a little bit of the messaging at the end. They're going to say, hey, this is for you. This is for the young generation. Our time has come, which is such a good slogan for an electric vehicle. And after they remind you of who they are and where they're going and how long they've been doing it, give you that good Ford feeling, now they're going to meet you with the electric behind everything. Okay, so just a couple small things because they're interesting choice that I like. Again, keeping the F-150 name, brilliant. And including the Lightning on it, also great. Because you're not trying to convince people to buy a different line. You're asking them to buy an F-150. And people are much more willing to go in a direction that they know is already quality products than to say, oh, but we have this new line and it's better and you should really try it. So the trust in the F-150 name is brilliant. Also, the hometown feel of it. The choice of Dearborn is great. The choice of we are back again. We are on our second revolution, the technology revolution 2.0. We have passed and we will continue from where we are. As you can see, they're actually projecting on their headquarters in Dearborn, which is super cool and follows a bunch of COVID guidelines. And The blue, I'm not a huge fan of. Blue is Ford's color, so I'm gonna let them get away with it. But if I hear one more person tell me why a technology company or why an EV electric of anything needs to be blue, I'm gonna lose it. It doesn't need to be blue. There's no reason that it needs to be blue. I'm very surprised not everyone's pushing for green, because that would be the color that you think that you would need to go to. And I guess lightning, kind of blue, lightning, sky, it's all in the same. So blue's fine. Love the LED lights, super cool, looks great. The stage looks wonderful. Something that I noticed the first time that I watched this was that these trees are lit up, which I think is an interesting choice. It's just interesting because it adds such a green palette to the bottom and the whole like EV environmental green. It just looks massive and impressive and is a very nice touch. This is also, I mean, it's a great point to win your locals over, but it's a great point to win those diehard Ford fans, because you are going to be building it in a plant that is famous just for being the plant of F-150s, and now you're going to build the electric, so good job. The only EV that's an F-150. Oof, that was a good shot of Detroit. Okay, anyways, they get to a bunch of specs of it. I'm not too much of doing the specs. I'm just here to do the branding and advertising of it. Great commercial, wonderful commercial. One of the first EV commercials that I've seen that does not include a city. We're out, we're doing things, we're out and about. I hate to say that I only have good and or not that many things to say, but it's kind of true. This is the Ford Lightning branding that they're putting on everything. And again, I just have so much good stuff to say about it. It's so wonderful that they didn't rebrand everything. You are getting an F-150. That is what they want to tell you. This is an F-150. It has almost the same body type. Everything is the same. The badge is the same. The only thing that's different is what's inside and the name Lightning. Their advertising is wonderful. They, a lot of the time, show the truck pulling something, technology, moving forward. These shots are great. A lot of these are on their social media, and it's all of the truck working. It would be the same way that you would treat an F-150. Oh, and also, this has nothing to do with branding, but starting under 40 grand, sick. Okay, well, I don't have much to say to that. This was going to be a short video anyways. I just wanted to go over why I'm so excited about the Ford Lightning and put together a small video to talk about the branding. The next video is going to be a branding breakdown series, so you'll see that next week. That takes a lot more time to put in, but I'm excited about that. Thanks for listening to me ramble about branding. Bye.